This is the story of the cars we regretted selling. And why am I talking that way?
I don't know, because we're live.
We're live. Hi, everyone.
Hey, what's up? We are recording live. Something
yes.
we've never done.
Right.
And this is something new.
And we're just going to ad-lib on some stuff. Hey, by the way, this is part one of a series of videos.
Everybody who commented is going to be on the videos.
Okay.
So part one, part two, maybe part three. So let's do it.
So the concept came a couple of months ago. My brother and I were having a beer, just as we're having a beer now. If you're listening to us in the morning, well, we're not drinking in the morning. This is
it's a Saturday night.
It's a Saturday night.
New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
Of fact, yeah.
Yep, first day of 2022. But anyway, so we were sitting around having a few beers, and we thought, man, to have the cars that we used to have. So we can go back. I had a 75 Honda CVCC station wagon.
You had a station wagon, and you regret letting that one go.
Well, the only reason we let it go is because back then in the 80s, we lived in an apartment complex, and I remember my brother Boca number 2 here came and said, "Hey, well, let's fix the engine in the Honda," and we took it apart and didn't know how to put it back. So and then we moved over to another apartment, and I left my 75 Honda CVCC station wagon.
That was a good little car, man.
4 on the floor.
Yeah.
At the apartment, and just forgot about it. Man, that's just the way it was back then. And then I had a 75 Chevy Malibu. Now, did that belong to you? The blue Chevy Malibu?
I think I bought it first, and I sold it to you.
Okay.
Yep.
Please excuse us and forgive us for if we mispronounce names. But we'll start off with Dave Hotz. Dave Hotz. He had it says here, got a 64 Grand Prix in 1984, sold it in 1994, said he loved that car.
Really nice cars.
Yeah, they are.
All right, so next we have It's Not Me 07. It's Not Me 07. I've owned 16 cars, still have 2 of those, and each time I've traded/sold, there has never been any regret. For fun, I'd love to still have my 1997 Lincoln Mark LSC and my 1998 Dodge Daytona 5-speed.
It's just amazing how nice and contemporary they looked back then. Now, the Dodge Daytona, I don't know about that one.
I'll take the Mark VIII.
Yeah, it just doesn't look too good. Next one is Bear Budget Garage. Thanks for chiming in, Bear Budget Garage. He says, pretty much every car I bought on the cheap after high school, the Duster, the Darts, the Opel, the Gran Torino, Maverick, any one of them would make a good project car for me today.
Which one would you take?
I'd probably take the Gran Torino, and then right there at second, close, is the Opel.
It's funny. I would do the same thing.
Okay, so for some reason, those Opels, to me, they're like miniature Corvettes. They're just beautiful, beautiful cars. You don't see any of those around. Heck,
the Maverick would be last.
Yeah. In fact, you don't see any of these cars on the streets like we used to.
No,
see. So
0.
Yep.
All right. So next we go to Ethan Hill. Thank you, Ethan, for chiming in on the car you regret selling. He says, I regret not selling my first car. It was a 97 Lincoln Town Car that I paid $500 for, and it was in really good shape for the age. Bro, I've been looking for I was swinging between a Corvette and a Town Car.
Yeah.
I like the shape of the 96, 97 Lincoln Town Car.
You know, you kept sending me pictures. He goes, what do you think, bro? What do you think? And I'm thinking, well, yeah, it's a Lincoln. Next one comes from Tom P.F. Yeah, he says, 1982 Nissan Maxima. Ran flawlessly, got great mileage, but sadly the electric sunroof rotted badly, and I traded it for a new car before it started leaking.
Wow.
Almost looks like a Toyota Creseda.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Did you know that the first car to wear the Maxima name was the second generation Datsun 810 in 1981? There was the 810 Deluxe, then the 810 Maxima.
All right, next, Todd Bonin. Thanks, Todd. He says he had a 2007 Mazda 3 hatchback. Best car I've ever had. Loved the car so much and missed it so much. Also, a 1991 Grand Prix sedan, another great car. I cried when I sold both of them. All of my other cars were good riddance.
Yeah, okay.
Not bad.
Next one comes from Larry O'Neill. Hey, Larry, thanks for sharing the information with us on the cars you most regret selling or getting rid of. His is a 1979 Camaro Z28. He says, that car took me from TN to San Diego into Mexico. What's TN?
Tennessee.
Tennessee? Okay. Tennessee to San Diego into Mexico when I was in the USN. Cool memories. So, yeah, the 1979 Camaro Z28. I'll take any Camaro now.
Hey, Larry, thanks for your service, man. And our buddy of ours down the street from where we grew up with, Ted Gonzalez, had a 79. Before that, he had a 74 Type LT. And we used to, in that Type LT, we used to skip class in high school.
Yeah.
And cruise around. We were in high school back in the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
we'd leave during lunch and wouldn't come back.
Yeah. Am I next?
Yes, you are.
Sorry. All right. Project Low Expectations says he had a 1969 GMC short wheelbase fleet side bed with a 350 and a 350 trans. Was a total beater, pretty much a total piece. But she was more dependable than gravity and thrived on neglect. While she wasn't really quick by today's standards, 20 years ago, a pickup with a small lock, running 13s, and being a daily driver was respectable. Nice truck. Our cousin had a 72 GMC. Loved the quad lights, but his was remember, Danny?
It was a step side.
It was a step side.
It was kind of it was a bronze truck, and he lifted it, and it looked
we take that to the beach, man.
Very, very nice.
I like that truck. I was trying to find one, but they are pricey if you can find even a beater, man.
Yeah, that's if you can find one.
Yeah.
Next one is Mark B. Hey, Mark, thank you so much. And the car he most regrets selling is my 2002 Ford Ranger Edge, a real mid-sized truck that was fun. Still had a V6, not a rolling living room like trucks today.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, they're coming out with a new Ford Mavericks.
Oh,
Read
yes.
about that, and I've seen them and researched the Ford, almost like the Ford Edge, but just slightly larger.
Yeah, those are
and
awesome trucks, man.
I think that it's going to be a really a big game changer for Ford.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see here. This is Rod Moraine. Is that what it is?
I think it is. Yeah, Rod Moraine.
Okay. He says, I regret trading my '07 Mazda 6i 5-door and not keeping it for my grandson. The first generation 6 was a great, reliable car made in the U.S. and the basis for the first generation Ford Fusion and other cars. Not bad.
No, not bad. It's a
car.
nice, sweet looking car. Next is from Kurt Hirschfield.
Yeah.
A 74 Capri V6. A versatile car, would tow my sailboat on Saturday, race autocross on Sunday, commute on Monday. The perfect size, nice interior.
My first car was a 73 Capri, just like this.
Yeah.
And I bought it, obviously used, and it was brown, but I had it painted black. All right, up next is Rob Chastain. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The car I would like to own again is a 1984 VW GTI, white with blue interior, and it was the only car I ever bought brand new. Hey, that is a nice looking car. I remember this back in the 80s too. Mm-hmm. The GTI could beat, a Camaro Z28 and it was fast, and hey, did you hear about the GTIs?
Yes.
Awesome car.
I remember hearing about the GTIs.
Yeah.
Next is Paul Stein. He says the 1970 Marauder X100, candy apple, blackout hood, deck lid, white leather, loaded, 429 tunnel port, basically an SCJ that was drivable daily.
Wow.
Would smoke the tires at 70 miles per hour when you stomp the throttle. Ford Company Executive Transport Factory car. Had some special mods done on it.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's a boat.
Oh, it's a land yacht, actually. Yeah, it definitely is. The Mercury Marauder was a trim option on standard Mercury coupes, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, the equivalent of the Ford Galaxy 500 and the 500 XL. So,
my gosh.
That is...
that's a nice looking yacht.
That is a nice little looking yacht there.
All right, up next is Donnie Gardner. Mine was a 1978 Chevy Caprice Classic two-door blue 350 with a 350 motor, 3-speed automatic with every option available in 1978. Nice.
Man, I love those 1978 Chevy Caprices. You know, Dad had a 1978 station wagon.
Yeah, was it was an Impala?
It was an Impala, and I remember we were at the beach, and some drunk guy came and hit us from behind.
You guys were driving, you and your
me and my
ex-wife or girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, and this guy was towing a boat, and he was flying and hit us from behind. Thank God we were in a station wagon.
All right, so Jason Sobel, my 1986 Trans Am, just a simple 4-barrel carb 305, but there was so much potential for the car. I let it sit for a better part of a decade and had to get rid of it at a few months before the birth of my daughter in 2011.
Wow.
You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
You know, hey, it's either a child or a car. What are you going to choose?
Well,
the car, of course.
You choose the SUV, man.
Yeah, choose the soccer mom.
I mean, my favorite Trans Am from this generation was the GTA, man. That was I love the rims on a GTA,
bro. That is one of my faves.
The GTA was just one bad car, man.
Loved it. Yep. Loved it. Okay, that wraps up the first edition of the cars you most regret selling or getting rid of, just as we did with our cars. Once again, we thank you so much for replying and all the feedback and everything else. If you like this channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell for future video notifications. Hey, thanks again for watching the Boca Brothers Car Review. Why am I talking that way?
I don't know.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's good you had the thing in. We were... Bro, the asterisk is what I put in there.
Oh!
and then up above, the Creseda?
Yeah.
The Creseda is a little bit of information on the Creseda, and it looked like a Creseda.
Okay.
So you want to start over again?
Yes.
And then you come in with, hey, now the Ford returns with the Maverick.
Okay.
Looks just like the Ranger.